The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. Excited to connect with you as we lean into exploring how to thrive in life and business. They are not mutually exclusive. We can actually weave those together and have a thriving, vibrant life and a vibrant, thriving business. And we've brought in two amazing experts today to explore these subjects, tap into their wisdom, and really equip and empower you to thrive in both life and business. I'm excited for the conversation. I hope that you are too. One of the things I have discovered that is important in thriving is actually making sure you're doing things that you love every single day. And if we take a snapshot in time and we look over this last month or even this last week, do you find that you're doing more of the things you love or less if we looked at last year? Are you moving forward and doing things that uplift you, that encourage you, that empower you? Are you working more of those in, including being who you want to be in your life and in your business? It's important to check in once in a while and just kind of ask the questions. I know I found there was a point in my life where I was really, really good at doing. I'm great at building lists and empires and crossing things off the list and growing and growing and growing things. But I can do that to a point where I'm forgetting to actually have life in my life. I will get to the next thing, into the next thing, and I can do, and sometimes I can forget to be. And if I look back in time, there were moments in my life where I was getting burnt out, where I was climbing up the chain or doing all of these things, all these accomplishments, didn't ever bother to celebrate any of them, actually didn't even share frequently what I had achieved or accomplished, and just moved on to the next thing. And I would look up and just feel like, wow, this is it? This is my life? And I was frustrated and burnt out. And what shifted that for me is I finally paused and actually figured out what success meant to me and what was important to me. For a long time, I had let other people define success for me, and I would build whatever it was that they had told me success was, and I found out that actually wasn't my definition of success. And there's nothing more frustrating than building what you think is success and achieving it only to look up and think, oh my goodness, this is it? This is success? I don't like how this makes me feel. I don't like how I'm being in this. And so if any of you have ever experienced that, or perhaps you are resonating with that right now, what shifted it was pausing. That's why I believe so much in pausing, and you'll hear me talk about that throughout the show. Breathing and being willing to actually ask the question and discover the answer of what is important to me. What's important to you? How do I define success? How would I recognize I was successful in my life and in my business? And I ask that of you. How do you know? How would you recognize it? What are the indicators that you're leaning into your definition of success. Those things that lift you up, that make you happy, that you've got more of that in your life and less of those things that drain you, that suck the life out of life for you. Because here's what's exciting about that. When we pause and we ask those questions and we figure out, where are we? Are we on track for what matters most to us and building more of that into our life? Or perhaps we're not quite where we want to be in that. By pausing, stopping, checking in, you can decide how to spend your time and energy and resources with your next breath. You can decide, I want to move more in this direction. I want more of this in my life. If we don't pause, we don't look up, we don't know where we're at, and we don't know where we want to go in things. So I want to encourage you throughout our time together today to pause, breathe deeply in, check in when we ask questions, and we're giving you a moment to reflect and just see where you're at. It's not with judgment, it's not with criticism, but with great awareness and curiosity. Discover where you're at in these things. Real time, while we're on the show together. This is interactive. Don't add it to your to-do list to get to later. Let's process and take the opportunity right now to connect heart to heart, to really see where are we in thriving in life and business. So part of what I discovered success was for me is that I wanted to make a positive difference. I wanted to do things in a way that played towards my strengths, that actually made me feel good in my life and in my skin. That the business that I would do and the way I would be in it, that I would uplift people for my passing there, that became really important to me. And there were monetary things as well. I didn't want to be in debt. I wanted to be growing things. I wanted to build towards a future. What are the things that fit into the definition of success for you, and how would you recognize it? How would you know you are a success? And how can we start claiming that for you today? So let's breathe that in. Beautiful. For those of you who are driving, please stay safe. Keep your hands on the wheel. No texting and driving. Alert. But just inwardly tune in to our conversation and see what is spoken into your heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit today that you can take forth with you. Those of you who are able to, please sit back in your chair, put both feet on the floor, put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing all of you in, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And let's take a big breath together, breathing in through the nose, filling your belly, expand your belly, out through your mouth like through a straw. Go ahead and close your eyes. You're absolutely safe. And as I shared about success and thriving in both your life and business, I want you just to check into that and see, what is it you need today that will encourage you, that will move you closer to thriving in your life and business, closer to achieving and being your definition of success. What is it you need today? And the second question in that is that you are willing to receive, because you always have a choice. So what is it that you need and are willing to receive? And just breathe that information in. Beautiful. It can come in a picture, a memory, a song, using any of your senses, and receive whatever it is that you need today, that you are willing to receive. And when you have that information, go ahead and come back into the room fully present, eyes open, big breath as we connect back in, fully alert. And I invite you to write down whatever it is that was placed on your heart that you are needing today, that you are actively looking for and willing to receive. It's a lot easier to recognize if we know what we're looking for and be willing to receive it. Beautiful. Now I'm going to go around our virtual room here to talk to our amazing guests and just touch in heart to heart and see what was placed on their heart as we connected in and listened and paused for just a moment. Trisha, did you have something placed upon your heart?
I did. Thank you for asking and having me here today. I'm excited to be here. Connection. That's what came up for me, was connection, to being open to receiving connection.
Beautiful. I love that. Open to receiving connection. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Maile, how about you? Did you have something placed upon your heart?
Hi, Rebecca, and thanks for having me today as well. I definitely relate with you about the list and going on to the next thing and very driven. So what really resonated with me was the pause, and that's definitely something that I've been working on, and having my time in the morning to have some me time and start the day. And so just continuing to look for that pause to check in with myself and to, see what's true for me for my next steps, and to be present with myself and enjoy myself and my life.
Beautiful. I love it. Thank you for that share. Remembering to pause. I know I have to build it in on purpose. Beautiful. And I think what was really placed on my heart is to remember to celebrate every day. Find something to celebrate and be thankful for. And today I celebrate connecting with all of you. It's just such a joy, an honor, and a privilege to be here with each of you, connected heart to heart, both of those of you who are listening live and those of you who are listening to the replay. We're all connected heart to heart, energetically throughout the world. And that's just really, really powerful, and I celebrate that. Well, let's take a breath together. Wonderful. And we are getting ready for our first commercial break. My goodness, the time goes so quickly. And here's how to get the most out of our time together. These commercial breaks are actually moments, 2-minute moments, just for you to pause. They're just in disguise. So I encourage you, as we go into our first commercial break, I pause, really listen in, see what was placed on your heart around thriving in life and business, and be ready to receive whatever it is that you need today. And when we come back and we start our expert interviews, I want you listening in with anticipation to receive exactly what you need today. We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Voice America Women. Your passion starts here. Tune in to the Just Jan TV show at justjantvshow.com. Visionary women's leader Jan Jorgensen is inspiring, practical, and visionary. Jan brings us everyday transformational emerging leaders, courageously changing the world by speaking and living their truth. Sit around the table with us for profound feminine wisdom, insights, and connection. Be sure to join us at justjantvshow.com. New episodes are every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at justjantvshow.com.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
For women, the pressure to achieve is stronger, the work hours longer, and the struggle for respect and authority more complex than ever. You want guidance on how to succeed, and you are not alone. You're invited to take your coffee break with Game Changers on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern for our special series, Game Changing Women. Powerful women leaders will help you make sense of it all, analyze how you can change the game, and share their playbooks. Game Changing Women, presented by SAP on the Business Channel.
Become our friend on Facebook. Post your thoughts about our shows and network on our timeline. Visit facebook.com/Voice America.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you remembered to pause, connect in, and use those 2 minutes just for you. You're going to have opportunities throughout the show to do that. I encourage you to do so, to stay present, really process real time, resist the urge to go and cross things off your to-do list, and that gets you distracted and moves you into a different energy. So really practice staying fully present so we can pour into you at the highest level. So welcome back, everybody. I promised we'd be tapping into our amazing experts when we came back, and so we're going to do that now. And I wanted to introduce our first expert. You met her at a heart level in our opening segment, and I wanted to share a little bit of her formal background. So Trisha Garrett is the owner and executive producer of the international TV channel Bright Light TV. She is also a TV show host of The Trisha Garrett Show, best-selling author, a frequent panelist at our Speaker Talent Search, so one of our leaders within that program. And she is absolutely passionate about building collaborative communities and bringing illumination to the globe. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Trisha Garrett to the show. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. So thank you for having me, Rebecca.
You are very welcome. Excited to have you joining us. And I didn't share your background, but I know that, and I wanted to just kind of clue our listeners in on this because it's going to be important for our conversation today, that prior to all that you're doing in media and messengers and bringing just this powerful transformational programming to the world, you were in corporate America, and you went through this transition in leaving corporate America and moving into this media world that you are just taking by storm, which is exciting. And I would love, in fact, you shared that after our show today, you're actually going to be filming today. So she's absolutely walking the talk here. Very much in the flow in media, which is great. But do you mind sharing why, if we bring in a little bit of that transition, and we'll dig into it later, but why you care so much about building communities that are collaborative and bringing illumination to the world? Why are those things so personally important to you?
Wow, that's a great question. Thank you for asking. It's so important to me because I just feel like we all have gifts to share with each other. We all have a light within us to share with others, and sometimes we don't know how to access it, and or sometimes we don't have anyone to see our light, because we don't have the proper platform. And so with, becoming an owner of the TV channel, it gave me an opportunity to extend a platform to others to share their message. Because as we come together, and being collaborative is like number one for me, because I feel like when we come together, that's when magic happens. And you can be alone and do things, but, it's like when you join in with other people and tap into their gifts and come together, that's when there's like this incredibly explosion of things happening, and creativity flows, and it's just magical.
Well, and why do you like that magic so much? I can hear it in your voice.
Because you achieve things that you never thought was possible.
Beautiful.
And it's not something I could do on my own, but it's together. We come together, we brainstorm, or even just start talking about things, and things we create. Because I don't have the full gifting. I only have a part. And so when I join with someone else and their gift, we create things that we never seen possible before. And that to me is just magical.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I appreciate your heart in this and your love of seeing that magic happen and those connections happen. And I agree. We can't do it alone. We really need each other and all of our different gifts and talents to make this world a better place. We all have an opportunity to do that in sharing the gift of who we are. And I want to go back to this transition, because you weren't always in media, and I don't even know how much that was on the horizon. Would love to have you share that when you were transitioning from corporate America. And what was one of your biggest challenges in that? So that transition from corporate America to non-corporate America, and then into media in a very visible way.
Yeah, well, let me just say right up front, media was not something that I had experience in or was even looking to do. Mm-hmm. When I was in corporate America, one of the things I found is that I was feeling like lost and unfulfilled. You talk about being successful. Well, that was one of the things that was clear to me, because I wasn't tapping into the things that I really loved to do. And I had started coaching. That was something I'd wanted to do for years. And finally, I got certified, and I started coaching, and the more I coached, the more I wanted to do it. I'm like, oh, my God, this just feeds me. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I was an internal coach. And so I was doing that all the time. I'm like, I love this. And then all of a sudden, my job changed. We went through acquisition, and I was doing a different job. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, all of a sudden, I didn't like it anymore. It wasn't fulfilling. And I asked God, this is the truth. I asked God, I said, God, if you could give me a year off work, I'll do all that you've called me to do. God, it makes me emotional. And I didn't know it was going to turn out the way that it did, because I actually got a year off for medical leave. But during that time, even though I was going through recovery from healing and everything, I still held on to that. And I was just floored that I got that year off to mentally make that transition. It was just, I was like, wow. So, and it just lets me know that the work that I'm doing now, God's serious about it. It's like He heard me and opened up that door of opportunity, even though it didn't look the way I thought it was going to look. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I made that transition.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And it's so encouraging and touches my heart every time, a prayer is answered like that. And it doesn't always come in the way we envision or think it does. Not at all. But it always ends up being perfectly timed. And just tying into that, so that was a transition that you went through and a challenge. What have you enjoyed most or has been exciting in this transition into media?
Oh my gosh, the people. It's like I'm always fascinated by people and what they're doing, and because that's it. That's the thing. It's like people, and then I can't even talk. Being able to extend the opportunity for others to share their message, to bring healing, to change people's lives, getting the word out that, hey, guess what? You really can live the life that you desire to live, and then help them through that process. I mean, there's just like nothing greater.
I love it. And that opportunity to walk beside people has been in media for you, which is just really, really exciting. And I'm a fan. I have enjoyed your programming and shows and vision. And we're going to share a little bit later how to tap into her amazing programs and shows. But before we do that, I know that you have an amazing gift you've prepared for our viewers that actually ties into that. So do you mind sharing a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's a process that I put together of designing your destiny. And so as they work through that, it will help them take the steps to design their destiny. Real simple, but it takes a lot of, it's fun.
I love that. So an opportunity to help people design their destiny so they can really live the life they care about and they're made to live, which is really, really exciting. And I want to thank you for making that available to our listeners today. What a beautiful gift.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. And also, I believe a really powerful gift is tuning in to Trisha's amazing show. And part of what I want to share in that is we actually recently launched a TV network called RHG TV Network. And you can go there, RHG, my initials, tvnetwork.com. And Trisha, you will find her amazing channel, Bright Light TV, on that. And I believe tuning into her shows and programming alongside that worksheet, which is free and to support you, will help you move forward in really, really powerful ways. And the entire network is about equipping and empowering you to live on purpose and with purpose. So I hope that you write that down, RHG TV Network. We'd love to have you stop by and watch a couple of the shows and send a note to the hosts. That will encourage them as they are stepping forward and really seeking to encourage and empower each of you on your journey in a really big way as they reach out to the world. So, Trisha, thank you again for joining us for your amazing gift. I really appreciate that. And listeners, we are getting ready for our next 2-minute moment. So remember to stay fully present, really process some of what Trisha has shared and what's been laid on your heart. And what are some of the steps you can take to transition to bringing more of what matters most to you into your life and into your business, to really step fully into that. And when we come back, we'll be tapping into our next amazing expert. Enjoy your break, enjoy this pause, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
This is the Voice America Women's Channel, where your success is limitless.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Relationship issues? Anxious? Parenting challenges? No more. Learn to live your best life. Tune into Straight Talk with top therapist, relationship, and anxiety expert Sandra Reish. Learn to transform your challenges into effective solutions. Whether it's relationships, parenting, anxiety, or other traps, Sandra will show you how you can live the life of your dreams. Listen live every Thursday afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Health and Wellness Channel. Do you find yourself working tirelessly to keep your business going? Are you finding out that you don't have time for family, friends, any kind of personal life whatsoever? It's time to stop feeling trapped by your business. Tune in to Reclaim Your Freedom with host Shirley Dalton. You'll hear from guests that will help you work on your business instead of constantly in your business and get your life back while the business keeps running and humming. Reclaim Your Freedom airs live every Tuesday at 1 p.m. U.S. Pacific Time on Voice America Business.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation. Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed that 2-minute moment, that you stayed fully present and really listened into what was being placed on your heart and what it is that you're looking for, that you need, that you're willing to receive, and be actively on the lookout throughout our time together today and as you go back out into the world. Well, we're going to be talking with our next amazing expert who shared a little bit from her heart in our opening segment today, really talking about remembering to pause, the power of the pause. And I know for myself, that changed my life by remembering and building that in where I could pause and then be purposeful with my next steps and my choices. Instead of just letting life run me, I was able to really choose the things that mattered most to me. And Maile is someone that I believe is doing that. And I love how she's built the practice into everyday pause before she starts the day and really choose the steps with great purpose. So let me share a little bit of her background. Maile Collmer is the franchise owner of Ascentive Contra Costa, where she specializes in teaching, and I will say with great passion and joy, teaching entrepreneurs how to get a consistent, predictable stream of ideal clients. And Maile is absolutely passionate about results. So please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing and powerful Maile Collmer. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca. Hello, everyone.
You're very welcome. Glad to have you on the show. Now, do you mind sharing a little bit about why you love helping people so much in this, get these consistent results? Why is that something you're so passionate about doing?
Well, one of the reasons I'm really passionate about helping entrepreneurs especially gain more business is because a lot of people got into their business because they had a passion for serving people, and they had an expertise, they have an expertise, and they just wanted to help people with that expertise. And they find themselves in business, and they're ready to serve, and yet they have no one to serve. And sometimes people find getting clients and doing the sales part a little bit icky, right? So I wanted to, myself personally, I understand what that's, it's like to be a little bit afraid of something, because for me personally, I grew up just naturally shy and introverted. And when I realized that all it takes is to build relationships, and you can do that just one-to-one, and just relate to people one-to-one, that's the key to to getting business and keeping business. So it's really not as hard as some people think it is. And so I want to make it super easy for them so they can do the business of their dreams and live the life of their dreams.
And get the results they want.
Get the results they want, absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. And I find that as well, that many people are shy or hesitant, or it feels daunting to find the people to be able to serve and bring their expertise forward. Do you have a suggestion? Because one of the big things that we do in business is this thing called networking. And how can an introvert, because you shared that you're an introvert, so you have an expertise in this, someone who perhaps is shy, I don't know that I would call you shy anymore, but someone that perhaps is a little bit shy or an introvert, how can they get out there and get business through networking?
Well, it's all about, I think, one of the things that my clients who are naturally shy and introvert have told me is about the little things that build our confidence, right? So if we can walk into that networking event with more confidence and know that we have the tools we need in order to talk to the people we need to talk to and make that event effective so we can gain the business, then with that confidence, it helps us break the ice and get that success. So, one of the simple things is just to be prepared with how you're going to introduce yourself and talk about yourself and your business with a clear message. And it doesn't have to be anything super fancy. And I know that there's a lot of people out there, with these super fancy formulas and how, like, the most amazing introduction. And that's fine, have a fancy introduction, but really it's just be real, share what you have to offer, and it's just a conversation starter, because it's not to sell something on that introduction, it's about starting a relationship. So just know that the introduction, just know what you're going to say, and then just think about just meeting a few people. You want to have one-to-one conversations and see who you connect with. And that's pretty easy for a lot of introverts to ask questions and then just listen to the answers and get to know people. So you don't want to be doing all the talking anyways. You want to be able to listen. And when it's the right connection, there's going to be a natural exchange. So there'll be a natural flow in the conversation. And that's what you're looking for, a connection.
Thank you for sharing that, because that's something to encourage all of you out there who are a little bit shy, knowing the indicator that, this is a great connection. It'll lead to that natural flow. And I love what you're sharing, Maile, about being prepared, because I do find when I go to networking events and I ask someone, what do? They almost look shocked, or it's like, oh man, they asked me that question. So when you're at a networking event, actually expect that question and be excited to share. Maybe even experiment with a couple different ways to share what you do and play around with it a little bit and see what feels good and what you like and what resonates with people. Can be really helpful. But yeah, that being prepared is really, really key. And narrowing the list, just I'm going to connect with a few people, can make it a little less daunting and more intimate and personal, which is really nice.
Right.
Now, you mentioned that when we connect with the right person, there is this natural flow. Do you have a tip or a suggestion on how we can connect with the right, quote unquote, people that we're looking to connect with for our clubs, for our businesses? And for those of you who are not an entrepreneur out there, we are still networking every day in different ways for things that we're looking to do, groups we're part of, connections we're looking to make. It's all networking. So how can we connect with the quote unquote right people?
Well, I get this question a lot because, especially when I'm working with business owners, they know that if they just meet the right people, their business will grow, right? They're looking to connect with that pool of their ideal clients as well as influencers, who know their potential clients. And this is a really great strategy. So the first step is to know who are the right people. And this is twofold. The first group, and this is, basically for those business owners and entrepreneurs, but you could take this and look at whatever situation, like you said, for any groups, associations, other things that you're looking to connect to the right people with. So the first group is the right people is your ideal client or target market. So who's that end user, the person that you want to be doing business with, that you want to have as clients. And, it's funny, I believe everyone knows that they're supposed to have a target market, right? We all know this. However, I see so many small business owners, they don't want to exclude anyone. They want to cast a wide net, and so they're looking for anyone. And when you're doing business through relationships and referrals, it's much clearer to be specific, because if we say I'm looking for anyone, it just floods our brain and we can't think of no one. But if we have a specific profile or a specific even person or title of a person that we're looking for, then we can think of a name of someone and make that connection and that introduction. So it's really important to be specific about who that person is. That's the first step.
I love that. So the starting place to finding those right connections, right people, is really knowing who they are and being able to describe that. So again, it's knowing where you're going and having clarity in that. It's a lot easier to lean in to those connections, say yes, and recognize them if we know. Well, I know our time goes so quickly here, Maile. We're coming up on a break, but I would love for you to share the amazing gift that you have prepared for our listeners today. I want to make sure they know about the gift.
Well, I have an amazing gift. It's a 90-day referral marketing game plan. And just think about if you could walk into a networking event with confidence, knowing that you're going to be effective and get that business and walk out of that event with potential referrals. That's what this 90-day referral marketing game plan is designed to do for you.
Oh, I love it. So it really walks them through that in 90 days that they'll be able to put it right into action. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that valuable gift.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, listeners, we are getting ready for our next 2-minute moment. So you all know the drill by now. Really stay present. Process. Think about what Maile has shared with you, and do you know whether it's connections that you're looking for business or for personal or other? Do you have clarity on what you're looking for, who those people are? And I want to encourage you to be really specific and take those next 2 minutes to write that information down. Really get clear. When we come back, I'm going to let you know how to access both Trisha's amazing gift and Maile. So make sure to stay tuned, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
The Voice America Women's Channel.
Tune in to the Just Jan TV show at justjantvshow.com. Visionary women's leader Jan Jorgensen is inspiring, practical, and visionary. Jan brings us everyday transformational emerging leaders, courageously changing the world by speaking and living their truth. Sit around the table with us for profound feminine wisdom, insights, and connection. Be sure to join us at justjantvshow.com. New episodes are every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at justjantvshow.com.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network wherever you go. In addition to listening live, you can check out information about your favorite talk show hosts, discover new talk show personalities, add shows to your list of favorites, and listen to all our show archives on demand. All from your iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android. Download it from the Apple App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market, and get ready to tune in. The Voice America mobile app, powered by Aircast.
The Voice America Women's Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you started making your list of who you are looking to connect with and some specifics about them, kind of those ideal people or connections, if you could have them personally or professionally, would help you move forward or be the exact people that you can serve powerfully. I promised before our break that I would let you know how to access these amazing and generous gifts that both of our experts have shared with you. But let me share with you why we give you gifts. This show is committed to helping equip and empower you to move forward on purpose and with purpose. And that's part of why we want you to process things real time with us. But I also want you to have access to tools and resources that'll help you move forward, that will equip you, that will walk beside you and support you on that journey. And I want you to have access to the experts like I do. That's why we give you these amazing gifts. Here's how to access them. You go to radiogifts.net. This is a website we've created just to hold all of these amazing gifts. That is Radio Gifts, and that's plural with an S. radiogifts.net, a net full of multiple gifts. You put in your name and email address so we can stay in touch, and then you scroll down to today's date, which will be April 11th. That's when we're doing the live broadcast here. April 11th, you will see beautiful Trisha and beautiful Maile's pictures. They're gifts, and you can select them. You click on them, put your name and email address so they can send you the information, and that way you can stay in touch with them as well. So go to radiogifts.net, and you will discover a library of resources and tools and expert connections, all free, to support you on your journey. I hope you lean into as many of them as will equip and empower you to move forward and to thrive in what matters most to you in life and in business. Let's breathe that in. So here's a behind the scenes moment. I let both of our guest experts know we were going to play a fun game, but I didn't tell them what it was. And then I also asked them to each prepare a quick tip to share with you as well. So we're going to get to that, but I thought, let's play the game first. So Maile and Trisha, here's the game. I'm going to say a word, and I want you to just share whatever the first word is that pops into your mind. There is no wrong answer. It is all good. So, Maile, I'm going to have you go first. When I say crayons.
What was the word?
Crayons.
Crayons?
Like Crayola crayons.
Oh, crayons.
Mm-hmm.
Crayons. Well, what popped in my head is I actually use colored pens to calendar. So my calendar looks like almost like it's been colored. So it's a way of organizing for me. Organization then would be my answer word.
Okay, perfect. And then we'll just do whatever the first word is so that we can get through all our words here.
Right.
Thrive. Thrive. Maile, thrive.
Oh, for still me? Okay.
It's still you.
Thrive. Soar.
I love it. Business.
Fun.
I love that. Connection.
Relationship.
Pause.
Peace.
Destiny.
Dreams.
And success.
Happiness.
Beautiful. Great job, Maile. Thank you. And listeners, I invite you to play along as well. See what words pop into your head, and are they the same? Are they different? And really enjoy how our minds work. I love it. So, Trisha, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Flowers.
Blossom.
Shoes.
Shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shoes? Feet?
Yes. Yep, shoes.
Okay.
That you wear.
Okay.
So feet. So April.
Huh?
If I say the word April.
Sunshine.
Nice. Thrive.
Exciting.
Business.
Fun.
TV.
Mine.
Illumination.
Oh, the world, the globe.
I love it. Pausing.
I'm sorry?
Pause.
Oh, relaxation.
And connection.
Warmth.
Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. Yay! Thank you, Trisha. Beautiful. And then really quick, I know that you each have prepared a quick tip for us. So, Trisha, what's your quick tip as we go back out into the world?
Yeah, so my quick tip is really simple. It's just like really be clear about what success means to you. Many times, we've been told what success is, but what does it really mean to you? And like write it down, and then maybe like once a month, go back and check to see, are you living that successful life that you desire to live? So that would be my tip, is just really get connected with what success means to you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Really dig in and discover what it is. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. And Maile, what's your quick tip?
So my quick tip is when you go out networking, especially for business, is to market through the people you meet, not to the people you meet. When you market to, you're direct prospecting. But really, I believe that networking is about building relationships, and it's about helping others as a way of growing your business. So being reliable and being a giver and just seeing how you could help each other is going to be far more productive than trying to just get one client from an event. So market through the room, not to the room.
Beautiful. And lead with giving. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Maile. I appreciate that. So listeners, I want to thank all of you for joining us today, for leaning in to discover how to thrive in life and business. And I hope you got some great tips and information to support you, and you've leaned into those gifts to help equip and empower you as you go back out into the world. Remember to be on the lookout for those things that you need. Be willing to say yes to them. And remember, you are amazing. You're beautifully, wonderfully made, and absolutely needed in this world for such a time as this. And as you go back out into the world, may you always, always bloom where you are planted, and shine. Look forward to talking to you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Women's Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.
Thanks again for listening to the preceding program, brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the preceding program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.